This is Orion Royalty, and today I'm going to do a reading for Aquarius. Gang, gang. So I'm going to do a little bit different today. I'm going to pull a major arcana for the overall vibe, but I'm also going to get a What's the Tea oracle for the overall vibe of the reading. So, we're just going to jump in. What is the overall energy for Aquarius? What is the overall vibe for Aquarius? Quiet. Okay, there we go. Let's see. The Empress in reverse, Aquarius. And we have the Star in the upright at the bottom of the deck. Your energy out here, Aquarius. So that's very interesting to have the Star, then the Empress in reverse. Okay, I do feel like just because we have crying over you at the bottom of the deck here, I do feel like maybe we are having to let go of a situation. Maybe somebody did not recognize this Empress energy in us. Okay, and so we're having to pour that back into, or maybe we have poured that back into self-embracing Aquarian energy, you know, just kind of loving self. Okay. Oh, sorry. I was looking at this underneath here, the High Priestess, trusting in our own wisdom. Okay, trusting in self, trusting in the fact that, bitch, I know I am the prize type vibe. So let's see. Spirit, what's the tea? Yeah, the High Priestess, both the decks are taking forever to speak. And the High Priestess was underneath the Star. So, you know, maybe we are moving in silence right now, not really wanting to let anybody, you know, and maybe it's an energy where multiple people have not recognized this Empress energy in you. And so it's like, okay, well, if that's how you really feel, I'm just going to block all y'all hoes, okay? It's a block party for the Aquarius. We have no problem. No problem. Okay? And maybe a whole lot of people don't have access to you right now, and you're just kind of pouring into self-love type situations. Spirit, what's it, tea? We have moving. Okay, and I feel like you are moving away from any kind of person, place, or thing that is not treating you like this Empress that you are. Bottom of the deck, we have creativity. Okay, so I feel like you definitely know your value and your worth here. Okay, you know what you bring to the table. We may have had an experience where we were dealing with some kind of energy vampires here. Okay, and been energetically pouring into some kind of masculine. And now we're just moving on and pouring that into self. But I don't know. Let's go with the tarot. So, Spirit, what for Aquarius? We have the Five of Cups. Yeah. Maybe we're dealing with somebody who really tried to make and this can be, you know, this doesn't have to just be love. Okay. This can be friends, family members, co-workers, even bosses, okay? But yes, romantic situations as well. It does feel like someone was just really making you feel some type of way where this definitely kind of feels like an energy vampire type vibe, I'm not gonna lie, because feels like it's giving the energy that you poured into someone or a project, okay, with creativity out here. And it's like they got all the credit or they got all the shine when it was really all you're doing. It was all of your Empress energy. Excuse me. It feels like somebody wanted to swap energies with you. Somebody wanted to make you feel worthless, uncreative, stuck, stagnant, while they ciphered off of your energy and transmuted that into passion, power, creativity for themselves. But here's the thing, you know, let's never cry over spilt milk, because at the end of the day, what does the Empress bring to the table? I'll tell you what she brings to the table. Fucking everything. Fucking everything. So if you would just turn around, that wherever this person was stealing that creativity, ciphering off of you, they have to cipher because it's not within them. But Empress, turn around. It is within you. All you have to do is produce more. Right? Yeah, exactly. It's a weird analogy, but Spirit is showing me, like, why are you crying over spilt milk, right? Like, with a cow. Why are you, if you're a cow, why are you crying over spilt milk? You can just produce more. I don't know. It's really weird, but that's the vibe that I'm getting here. Like, let's not, and pretend we never did, okay? What for Aquarius? There we go. The Empress and the Upright. Okay, so I feel like we've been through some things, Aquarius. We've been through some things, but it feels like we are moving on from whatever shadow someone or a group of people tried to put you in. And we're realizing that, yes, I am the abundance, bitch. Right? Because that's just feminine nature. There are no children without feminines. There are no fruit. Like, I'm looking at these trees. Male trees do not produce fruit. Male cows do not produce milk, as far as I know. I don't know. My version of what happens in the country has really changed now. But as far as I know, male cows do not produce milk, okay? You are the product. And I feel like we're seeing that, Aquarius. Page of Wands in reverse. What else for Aquarius? Sorry. What else for Aquarius? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Bitch, I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay. Before I say anything, I'm going to keep pulling. Just because I want to. Spirit, clarify the Five of Cups. Clarify the Five of Cups for Aquarius. I guess we're taking them. Oh, Spirit says don't take them, but I will look at them. Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Cups, and the Fool in reverse. Yeah, okay. We might have been giving away our power to a twin flame. We might have been giving away our power to a soulmate energy, okay? And that may be why we might not have wanted to let go. Why we would allow someone to continue to cipher. But I feel like you're coming out of this energy. Yeah, Devil in reverse. Okay, whatever sorrow, pain, whatever type of vibe this person tried to put you in, you're healing from that, Aquarius. Clarify the Empress. Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. Okay. And again, it's just very much giving this vibe of, like, you can do battle by yourself, you know? Yeah. This is definitely someone you thought was a counterpart. This could whole ass be a twin flame. Because this is the epitome of a twin flame connection. A feminine who's ready to evolve and level up, and a masculine who is not. Because why would they? They can just milk off of you. Okay? It's going to be a very unpopular read, but that is the dynamic of the twin flame. Okay? So you could be dealing with a twin flame here, and you're better off alone. You're better off pouring into self. Because this masculine does not know how to get what it is that you have. Okay? Stop switching destinies with them and absorbing their bad karma, their sorrow, their lack of creativity. Stop allowing them to switch with you. Remember who you are, okay? And I'm not going to yell at you because I feel like you are, Aquarius. I feel like you are. This may just be something very rough that we're having to experience, a hard truth that we're really having to acknowledge here. But the twin flame connection is not the end all be all. And if you ask me, I'd go for a soulmate any day. Okay? I mean, yes, I would like to be, you know, over here speaking about a divine union. And I think that's the connection that everyone would prefer on a spiritual level. But don't cry over spilt milk. Boo-boo. Twin flame connection is not it. Okay? Is not. Take it. Yeah. Clarify the Page of Wands in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. I feel like you were ready to level up. I mean, it's right there. It's clear as day with Page of Wands in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. This person whole ass thinks that they're out here walking around like a motherfucking emperor, but it's only the energy that you carry. It's only the shine that they're stealing from you that even makes them look like any kind of mirage of an emperor. When whole ass, they over here a Page of Wands, and not even a Page of Wands, in reverse. I feel like without you, we did have crying over you at the bottom of the deck here earlier. Without you, this person is really feeling some kind of loss. But it kind of feels like the loss when a crackhead can't find crack. Clarify the Page of Wands and the Emperor in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. I'm going to keep going before I say that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Stop giving to this person, okay? And here's the thing about time. It's very fluid. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, okay? You are a sweetheart. You are intuitive. You don't deserve to be put in some kind of Five of Cups energy where we're crying over spilt milk. Stop switching destinies. Stop switching energies. Let this motherfucker cry over the milk that was spilt, okay? Because you can produce more. This motherfucker can't. And of course, in tarot, gender is non-specific. You could be a masculine and feminine energy, and this could be you, okay? I'm just speaking on the energies that are out here. But I will say it does feel like a divine feminine, okay? And of course, I will say that even though the twin flame journey sucks a dang-a-lang, okay, it is something that is necessary. It is a part of evolution. It is a process that you must go through in order to grow on your spiritual journey. So none of this was wasted. It taught you how to level up and do bad all by yourself. And it's teaching this person. It's teaching this person, I mean, I'm not going to say what I heard, but it's teaching this person to be more responsible with how they handle people, okay? How they handle connections. I'm hearing in how selfish they are, okay? Spirit said not to take it, but I am going to recognize it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this person, even though they're still out here like an emperor in reverse, not over here, not anybody's divine anything, okay? They have learned from this, okay? And I feel like you have too. Someone doesn't want to move on from this person because this is your twin flame. Girl, who cares? Guy, who cares? It is not the end all be all. Okay? We have, how many people, I always say this, How many people have you had some kind of connection with in this life? Like just in this life alone? One? I don't think so. We've spent many lifetimes with many different people, and the connections all look different, and they all repeat themselves and come, you know, we all reincarnate with a soul contract, with a mission, with a lesson in mind, okay? So see this for what the fuck it is, which is a level up, a come up, and girl, keep it moving. Guy, keep it moving. Final advice for Aquarius. We have study in reverse. Best decision possible. That one also came out for Libra, so if you feel so inclined, you might want to check out Libra's reading as well. Yeah, that one was a funky love read. We have divine guidance and home safe in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is giving you the signs and the synchronicities. Maybe we're not really wanting to accept that, you know, we need to walk away from this person. And like I said, we are not destined to be with anyone. We all have free will. Not even God will force two people to be together. I think we're all aware of that, right? But there are people who are destined to come into your life. And this is a person who is destined to come into your life. But it's just not going to produce anything. Because this person doesn't know how to authentically be themselves. And how are you going to sit over here as a whole ass emperor if you don't... If you don't even know yourself. If you can't... I feel like this person can't even be authentic with themselves. And that's why they can't be authentic with you. This person is still wearing a mask. Okay? Which is so very, very common for the divine masculine. They always got a mask on. Oh, I don't want anyone to see who I really am. I don't want anyone to know how much I really love. I don't want anyone to see that I'm not some egotistical fuckboy. It just is what it is. You know? And this may not be... the read that you want to hear, and Libra's read definitely may not be what you want to hear, but at the end of the day, we have study and best decision possible, or best possible decision, both in reverse. Okay, I feel like you know that this is not for you. You know that this is not an energetic match. Why are you sitting here waiting for this person to change? It should never be like that. I don't give a fuck how many twin flame readings you have looked at. It should never be like that. The twin flame journey will never require you to sit, like, if we're going down a path, right? Feminine, masculine, okay? If one is just stuck, no. It is never a part of the divine feminine's responsibility to sit on a path and wait for a masculine to catch up. It's just not. And I'm just going to be real honest with you, Buki. If you are sitting here devoting yourself to a twin flame, you will be waiting for a very long time. And you will only be inducing more pain, regret, sorrow, disappointment for sure, because this motherfucker ain't ever gonna be able to sit beside you correctly. Focus on what you learned, take that with you, and start looking for what is divinely yours by right, which is a divine union. Not a twin flame, okay? There is a difference. Anyways, I hope that this helped, Aquarius. I'm sorry, this is not the most positive read. I really thought they would be today, but here we are. So I hope that this helped. I hope that you're moving on. I hope that you are pouring into self. I hope that you are recognizing the value that you bring to the table, and that you are shielding yourself from anything that wants to come in and destroy that, okay?